And now let's talk about my weaknesses. I have 5 weaknesses. The first one is the emotion. So, emotions are classified to be my weakness because emotions are not easily controlled. So, we get affected by the things that surrounds us because our heart is very deceitful. It is very fragile. That's why we always easily get hurt. We always easily misinterpret about something, especially if that's anger, jealousy, or something that is negative. So I'm afraid that I will embrace different situations with their own emotions. So we should always be mindful about the emotions that we should apply or show to that specific situation. And the next one is the people around us. They are also my weakness. Why? Because as a human being, we are afraid to be judged. We are afraid to be criticized. Even though we knew that what others might think about us, it's not really the definition of ourselves. We should always know the value. We should always know who we are and what we are. They might see it the way we see, or they might see it contradiction of what we knew that we are. It is important to know the real self or the real us so that we will not be affected by those, and that is one of my weakness. The third one is my friends. Of course, we meet a lot of friends in every circumstances, in every situations. There's no specific time and place where we can see where we think we'll have friends. And in that case, we can also identify directly who are the fake friends, the plastic friends, as what we always experience. They are good at the very beginning, but at the end of time, at the long journey ahead, their true colors will always appear. I'm afraid and I get sad when I lose friends. So that you also experience those things. And the fourth one is my family. We all know that family is always part of the plan that we have. Family is the ingredients of the dreams that we want to achieve. And that is what I believe. And everything that I have planned, I left it up to God. And I know that whatever it is, God's plan is the best above all plans. So that is why I change plans, especially when there is part of my family or there is someone of my family died. Like what happened to my grand Lola. So when she died, so I renovated my plan. I rearranged my plans. I did not take another path. I continued to that path, but without the expectation or without receiving any advice from my Lola. And that's what also happened when my father died. So I still followed the path, which is God-centered pathway. So I still follow that, but the expectation, the imagination, or the reality of receiving advice, receiving support from my father has been cancelled by that path because it's impossible. Then the next one is when my mother also died. So I renovate also my plan. So after renovating, my mother is included with that plan. So when my mother died, I again renovate my plans. So even though they support, they advices from my parents and even from my grand Lola is not around, still I did not regret anything because God always give us the completeness that we have. He might not give us what we wanted, but He will always give us what we needed. So that is the very gratifying thing that I received. The last weakness that I have is God. Of course, because He owns everything around us. He is the Creator. He is our Savior. So that is why He is also my weakness. Why? Because I'm afraid that I might hurt Him, that I might not follow according to what He wanted me to do. So that is why I follow a Facebook page that idea will know what are the things that you might do into your life. So she says that, God, what are the things that you want me to do today? And what are the things that you want me to say today? Weakness, being afraid of hurting God, not following His instructions might be vanished by those questions, because God will definitely answer that question. We overcome those weaknesses by having faith, trust, and strengthening my relationship with God. We should create our weaknesses as our strength. So continue trusting and having faith in God. my weaknesses are also my strengths. So I have 5 strengths in life. So the first one is the emotion. Even though that the emotion might destroy us, but it is part of our daily life. And we must be mindful in handling our emotions. Why? Because we must have the wisdom on how to deal and control our emotion. So we must be grateful that we feel something in everything. Why? Because emotion or that feeling will add a color or a rainbow to your journey in life. The positivism and the negativism of the emotions will create us to be a better person. It will create us to be knowledgeable enough on how to deal a specific situation, how to embrace a specific situation by the use of the appropriate and accurate emotions. So it is important to control our emotions, to understand the situation and to understand our emotions, because we all know that our heart is very fragile. So we must be very careful and very mindful in applying that emotion to a specific situation. So the second one is the people around me. So the people around me might criticize me, might give compliments. There are also people who are waiting, who are praying, who are asking God to guide me in achieving my success, in achieving my dreams. So I do believe that the people around me, the people that I met yesterday, I met today, or I will meet tomorrow, they can be my strength. They can give me reasons to move on. Because I believe that God will use every person that you've met, every situation that you will be embracing for your good and for a good reason and a good purpose. It might be hard for us today to believe that, oh, really? It has a good reason, it has a good purpose, but believe me, God is in control of everything. That is why I create the people around me as also my strengths. So the third one are my friends. Of course, my friends are also my strengths. Maybe I'm afraid of losing them. Maybe I'm afraid of hurting them. But the top of it, I want to help them. And I know that God will use me to help them, to inspire them, and to motivate them. So I am motivated also by my friends. God uses my friends to give me strength. God uses my friends to inspire me. Even those fake friends that I have met, they also give me lessons. So the next one is my family. Of course, in everything we plan, in everything we dream, or in everything I dream, my family is the biggest ingredient, the biggest inspiration I have. And so that is why they are always been part of my life. Even my grandlola, my father, my mother, and my uncle, they are still the ingredients of my success. I have learned lessons from them. I have gained advices from them before they die. Then I acquire love and care from them. And they also lead me closer to God. That is why they become the greatest inspiration of mine. The most wonderful strength that I have, it's Him, it's God. Okay, so I do believe that God created us with purpose. God will use us in every dimensions and in every situation of our life. He is in control of everything. Okay, so that is my strength because He is my everything. He will use our emotions. He will use the people around us. He will use our friends. He will use our family to inspire us, to keep us moving forward, to keep us leading closer to God. So that is all my strengths. And in order for us to enhance and develop our strengths, we must commit ourselves. We must let go of ourselves and let God take control in everything. Just let go and let God.